Had a good time at Rush. My name's Duong. I pledged in 2003, so about 9 years ago. Right now, I'm the guy that John mentioned that is going to UCLA Anderson right now, so I'm getting my MBA. So probably we'll see you guys around campus since I'll be around, and I actually work in the marketing department over here at UCLA as well. Yeah, so I just came here to talk to you guys a little bit about my experience with Omegas and find your greatness. You know, I couldn't have picked a better theme for Omegas in general. You know, that should be like our motto for life. But like John was saying, you know, if you pledge Omegas, if you become Omega, it's not a guarantee to success, but it definitely gives you a platform to succeed. Just to use myself as a personal example, when I came to college, I was in probably, you know, what you guys are thinking right now, damn, I don't really know if I want to pledge, I want to do good in school, so I come from a, like, you know, really poor family, by the way, so, you know, this was my opportunity to make it for my family, you know, so that my dad and mom didn't have to work 7 days a week anymore. So, you know, getting a good job post-college is definitely one of my top priorities, but, you know, of course, at the same time, I want to have fun. Coming to UCLA, I didn't want to pledge at all. I went out to Rush just because the valedictorian at my school was in Omegas, and he brought me out. So, you know, I had a lot of fun, but at the end of the day, you know, at the last Rush event, I was like, I don't think I'm going to do it. But, you know, got to thinking about it, and then, you know, he eventually convinced me to join, and I'm glad I took that step, because to me, Omegas has kind of been like that big brother for me that has given me that extra push, that small nudge, to try things that I always had an interest in doing, but never really did. One thing, for example, I was really into dance, you know, and I didn't dance in high school and choreograph dance, but it was something that I was interested in doing. And when you pledge Omegas, you gotta like kind of compete in this competition and put together your own dance with your pledge class. So that was my first experience ever doing, you know, dance performing. And after that, you know, I was hooked. You know, they got me to try it, and the next year, I joined a dance team. I danced for the 5 years I was at UCLA, and I ended up, you know, do you guys still perform for them at the warehouse party? Yeah, so then I started that for Omegas and our sister sorority, Kai's, and ran that for 5 years, you know, led us to, we started, you know, pretty low from the bottom, but then we went from not placing to getting third place, second place, 2 first places, and look at us now, you know, we're like reigning champs, and we smash on everybody. Every single one of the fraternities that shit on us. And I was given that opportunity to find my greatness because I had Omegas as a big brother to, you know, nudge me along this path and tell me to give it a try. And just building off of that, I also got the opportunity to start this dance competition when I was fundraisers for Omegas called Battle Royale. You know, it ended up being one of our biggest events at UCLA, and I can attribute me getting my job to that event, you know, because when I went into interviews, I had a lot of experience that other people didn't have. And again, you know, it's, Omegas was a platform for me to succeed because all my brothers at that time had my back, you know, they believed in me to put on this awesome event, and, you know, they gave me the opportunity to do it, and I did it, and look at it now, you know, it's been going for, I think, 7 years now, and it's the dopest, you know, dance competition that they have at UCLA. Just going into that a little bit more, just everything else, you know, that everybody in the fraternity has always been there to kind of nudge me and push me along to get me to try things that I didn't do, and it's helped to kind of like snowball into a lot of great things. You know, the first job after I crossed, my pledge mom hooked me up with that job, and I ended up being a supervisor at this food court over here, so, you know, like, Omegas definitely ate free food the whole entire 5 years I was here. But yeah, you know, building off of that, after I graduated, when I was looking for an accounting job, me and a lot of my pledge bros went through that experience together, and we had a lot of our alumni to kind of come back and help me out, coach us through interviews, and help us nail those jobs. Another thing that I got, after I graduated, you know, was working in public accounting for a bit, and my pledge bro wanted to start a business, you know. I kind of never would have gone out on my own and started a business, but he was like, hey, you know, I think that you'd be a huge attribute to our company and asset if you do this with us. So we ended up starting a company called Bake Greek, me and 2 of my other pledge bros, and if you actually go to the UCLA store downstairs, you can see our product in the store. Just go to the Greek section, and you'll see Greek letter cookie cutters, and, you know, you can be proud to say, hey, the alumni from my fraternity started that right there. It's cookie cutters, you know, kind of like a one-off product, but, you know, it was a company that we started that we're pretty damn proud of, you know, and it's led to a lot of other great things when I put it on my resume, and especially for business school when I was applying and they're interviewing me for it, they're like, wow, like, this is an amazing product. I would have never guessed to do something so simple, and you know, I can't believe you guys pulled it off. Everybody loved our website, and it gave me a lot of, you know, street cred in terms of just other experience that other people didn't have while I was applying to business school. So going off of that more, when I was applying to business school, again, you know, I didn't really have anybody that I could reach out to for help. But, you know, we have like an extensive network that has actually gone to business school. People that have gone to Marshall at USC, Columbia, NYU, all over the place, Wharton at UPenn. So when it came time for me to do that, again, I was able to reach back into that network and get help. And two Omegas, one that's right now at Columbia Business School, and another one that graduated from Marshall at USC. They kind of coached me through the whole entire process, and look at me now. I'm at Anderson getting my MBA. So again, yeah, I don't think I would have been able to accomplish a lot of these things without them to be a catalyst to kind of push me in this direction. And within every single one of us, every Omega sitting back there, every single one of you guys in these chairs right now, you guys have greatness locked within you, and you need an organization like Omegas, or just get involved, and it'll open that up. And particularly with me and Omegas, it's given me a great experience, and definitely has gotten me to where I am today. And yeah, no matter what you want to do too, like John was saying, we have like a very extensive network. Because I know a lot of people, they when they come to college, they lean towards pledging for a professional organization, because they're like, oh, this is what I want to do, and this is pledging this fraternity will give me the connections I need to get to where I want to be. But if you look at the alumni in our fraternity, we span across many fields. Like, we have tons of guys. I can name probably like 4 people off the top of my head that I know within my direct time at UCLA that are in med school. Endless amounts of lawyers, probably like freaking 15 people. And another like 6 of us that are getting our MBAs right now. And one of my pledge bros, he's in the MBA program with me, and he's getting his MD MBA. So don't think that we're kind of like the organization that goes out there and just we party hard and don't get our shit together. All of us very much have our shit together, and we party hard as you guys can see from Rush. But yeah, other than that, just if you guys end up pledging Omegas, end up not pledging Omegas, my one biggest advice to you is to just be involved. The more involved you are, the more you'll get out of school. Like college, undergrad in particular, was one of the best times of my life. Don't waste it in a room studying. I can guarantee you, I probably skipped or slept through 90% of my classes at UCLA. And that's not saying I was a lazy ass. I definitely studied my ass off, and I had a damn good time while I was here. Yeah, and for those of you that are scared that you won't have enough time to do it, just because you guys want to focus on school, or you have a job or other commitments, just to give you guys a little idea of what I was doing when I was at UCLA. I had 3 part-time jobs, because again, like I told you, my family wasn't that well off, so I had to provide for myself while I was in college. I had 3 part-time jobs. At one point, I danced on 3 different dance teams, and I was fundraiser for Omegas. So, and this is all while taking a full course load every single quarter. So, if I can do that, and I feel like I'm not that, I'm not a genius. I just feel like I work hard, and anything that you want, that you're having fun doing, you'll work towards it. So don't think that because you pledge, it's going to stop you from doing other things. Like I just showed you, if anything, pledging will just be a catalyst to open up tons of other doors for you. So. Yeah, that's it, and I'll leave my email to you if you guys have any questions, especially for those in the econ majors, or that are interested in going to business school or going into accounting. Because after I graduated, I was in public accounting for 3 years and got my CPA license, and now I'm in school to study brand management and hopefully go into product development with like a toy company and do marketing for them. So if you're interested in any of that, feel free to shoot me an email. If I don't respond right away, just sit tight, because business school and work. Yeah, this is going to be the greatest times of your lives, so definitely enjoy it, get involved as much as you can, holler at girls, do whatever, whatever you guys want, but just get involved and, make it the time of your lives.